Link. Wake up, Link. Pull yourself together, Link. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You are surprisingly dull-witted. Did I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of Red Lions. Do not fear, I am not your enemy. Link, I have been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods, attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from him? And will you do anything to save her? I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand? In that case, we depart to the Great Sea! But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And a boat with no sail can sail no seas. I have brought you far to the east of the dark gaze of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I am sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there is no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Last time, we tried to save our sister Aryll. We went through trials and tribulations, all to get thrown out at the last second before we could free her. This time, we're gonna go find a sail for our new friend, the King of Red Lions. And to do that, we gotta explore a new island. Welcome to Windfall Island. This is where the game opens up a little bit. Oh, I should probably mention, we are going to ignore everything the King of Red Lions just said, because we have some side quests to start. So, let's get going. This area in the game is where we actually start to do side quests, which is pretty exciting, because that is a big portion of Zelda. So without further ado, let's ignore the King of Red Lions and go to all the places we aren't really supposed to go to. We got some people to meet, but more specifically, this guy. Hopefully you all know him, and you know him well. I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. By the look of you, I'd say Sir, could you by chance be a fairy? Goodness! Did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it, isn't it? Do not worry, Tingle knows without you telling him. Sir, yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I've been looking for you and your kind, for I too long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet, I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful! Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. But no, we do have to rescue him. We have to. It's a necessity. And by the way, I want to talk about this right now. The King of Red Lion said go immediately to get the sail, but there's this one thing, and this isn't a side quest. This is going to be required. This is something that needs to be done for you to beat the game. So it's kind of like Nintendo was saying, yeah, don't listen to the King of Red Lions, deliberately ignore him and do other stuff. I just find that to be kind of funny, because it makes no sense. Fight the power, I guess. Yay! Hooray! Thank you oh so very much! Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Become an item! And it's time to talk about the fact that Tingle raises the item with you in the air. Oh my god, but more importantly, the GameCube version of this game. Because yes, this is a remake. Yes, I hope you all knew that. The original game was on the Nintendo GameCube. This is something that uses the functionality of Miiverse, which, by the way, is dead and gone. Miiverse is something that was not on the GameCube, obviously. So instead, they had an item called the Tingle Tuner. This would allow you to hook up your Game Boy Advance to your Nintendo GameCube, and it would allow you to have a friend play alongside you, kind of. They'd be able to spend your rupees and place bombs in places, make you invincible for a short period of time, walk in the air like the hover boots, but for a significantly longer period of time. It was pretty interesting. But this was also a pretty interesting feature before it went under. Essentially, what would happen is you would find random bottles littered next to, throughout the world, but more often than not next to the sea. You would pick it up, and kind of like the old story of, oh, you find a message in a bottle that was floating through the sea and eventually landed on the land, you end up seeing a little Miiverse post that someone made. This was a really cool feature, and I think that they probably could have somehow made the Tingle Tuner work in this version of the game, because they made a way to connect the 3DS to Smash 4. So I feel like they could have done something with this. But I'm very happy with this replacement, because this replacement, it just fits so well. It really does. This is just, it's a really cool idea, because we are going to be sailing on the seas, spoiler alert, and just having this old concept of you find a message in a bottle, and you yourself can send messages in bottles out into the sea, and you can find messages in bottles from others. It's just cute, and I like it. It fits the whole sea aesthetic very well. Mr. Fairy, are you familiar with Miiverse? With it, Tingle saying Miiverse is just one of the weirdest things ever. With it, messages put in this bottle can be sent to fairies the world over. A communion of minds, hearts beating as one. Just don't write anything unpleasant, okay? Not that I have to remind you, Mr. Fairy. Splendid! Tingle is returning now to his special island. Will you come find him? Ah! I was forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? And we get our first treasure chart. This is the Tingles chart. What kind of chart could it be? Head out to sea and then check your charts on the map screen to find out. Open it on the map screen. If you ever need any help with your charts, just leave it to Tingle. Don't even forget it. Don't ever forget it. Not the same thing, close enough. And if you like to give your Tingle bottles that little extra oomph that all Tingles crave, you should check the back of this cell. Check it right out. I don't know about that. Anyway, we have something on the Wii U gamepad, which I wasn't expecting. There is something we gotta check out. First of all, that 5 buckaroonies, and also this crate. I'm gonna use my head and not my brain. You can pull that to the side and drag it, but it's just faster to smash it open. And let's crawl. This area is a maze, and it can be a little bit tricky. Depending on the path you take, there might be wooden planks, and those wooden planks can fall out from under you when a rat is standing there. It's a little hard to explain, so I'm gonna try to show that off, actually. But it's pretty obvious to tell when there are rats there. Again, this is a little hard to explain, so I want to see if I can actually show it off. Where are you, rats? Where are you? Oh, no, it's not a rat. This is a rat. So right here you can see that there's wooden planks. If you check the path to the left, you can see it just barely peeking out from the left-hand side. If you go this way, those annoying rats that steal your money will drop you out. Where does this take you? Well, right under where that house is. All the way back here. And then you have to go back, you gotta crawl through all that again. It's a little bit annoying. So again, just look for the bottom corner. If you see that there's wood, don't turn there. It's as simple as that. Back to where I was, let me show you the best way to get to this area. It's really not all that bad, just keep on moving this way. I think you just take a bunch of rights and then you'll get there pretty quickly. I say as I take 2 lefts in a row, but that's fine. Yeah, just keep taking rights and you'll eventually get there. It's really not all that hard of a puzzle, just keep on moving and don't get trapped by the rats, because most dead ends have rats on them. So, as long as you're not going towards a rat, you're going in the right direction, pretty much. This should be the right way. Keep on moving. I see the rupees. I'm gonna pick them up. And there we go. This is a little bit, spooky. A lot of skulls in the back of this cell. I guess a lot of people were put in there for life. Ugh. Oh yeah, skulls act exactly like rocks. You can pick them up, throw them, smash them. Disrespect the dead, baby! There are also these rocks we can read. Date unknown. At last, I have succeeded in stealing the picto box I have desired for so long. Succeeded, yes, but sadly, due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught! I have been imprisoned, but I do not give in easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I have decided to hide it here, in the depths of my cell, and then make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that is my plan. Of course, if I ever succeed and escape from this prison, I shall one day return to recover the picto box. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them. It's a very subtle way of giving you tutorials. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. So yeah, these tunnels were actually made by a man who attempted to escape by tunneling out. And I guess he technically succeeded eventually because of those little holes that the rats use. So I assume he got out of here at some point. But more importantly, let's get our prize for crawling through those tunnels. The Picto Box. This is really, really fun. Let's replace the Tingle Tuner, the Tingle Bottle, and start taking some pictures. So with the pictograph, you can just take pictures of really anything. If there's anything you find cool, anything you find neat, take pictures. There's also this new feature that's been added to the Wii U version. Selfies. This was around the time when selfies were really popular, and Nintendo added a feature that allowed you to take selfies. And I'm really excited to get to using this feature. Why is that? Well, it's simple. First of all, look at all these really fun faces you can make by moving around the L stick. But also, this is going to make a really fun way of saving memories from our adventure. There are certain things which we're going to get to, certain fun little things that happen during most Let's Plays, and I can save those memories in these pictures. And then at the end of the playthrough, I can show them off. Actually, I do kind of want to take this the easy way out by taking a right and getting thrown out of here. But yeah, this is going to be really fun. We can take pictures, we can save memories. It's just a nice feature. But the Picto box we have right now ain't the greatest. It takes pictures in black and white. And what is this? The year... whatever year had black and white photographs? 19-somethings? Ugh. No, I don't want this Pictobox to take these gross pictographs. I want a different one. But before we go do that, there are a few things I want to do. Let's actually get that sale. Come on, we gotta do it. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away. A land where the blizzards blow violently. Heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I traveled, a terrible storm descended and tore my ship to bits. Yet mysteriously, only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of you, I would say that you are a traveler as well. Oh, yes indeed. Could you not purchase that for me? It is my one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would help them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I am in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? Small pickings. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much indeed. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young master. As I promised, please take that. It's the sale. I kinda spoiled the mystery, but it wasn't all that mysterious to begin with. Yes, yes, yes. You have made a good purchase today, my young master. And you have saved my life and business as well. Treasure it dearly. It is the finest sale in the world. Treat it as such. We got a sale. Next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, we still have side quests to do. Until then,